Hi everybody, welcome back to my crafty desk. My name is Sandra and I am excited to be making something a little bit different than what I have been doing. Oh, excuse my squeaky chair. I cannot wait to buy a new chair that's comfortable and not cute. This chair's cute but not comfortable. Anyhow, so just a little something different. I thought I've got so much stuff, I need to play with it and I want to make some different things. Sometimes I get tired of, I don't know, is tired the right word? Of just doing the same thing over and over and over again. I feel like that's what I do. I get stuck in a rut. So I thought I've got tons of other stuff and let's play with it. So as I was cleaning up, I found all these book pages from a floral book called, I don't know which one it is, but I will tell you this. These books right here, the Time Life books, the floral ones, I find these continuously at thrift stores, like so cheap. So cheap. I mean, and I've also found that just putting it in my local, like if you do Facebook or something like that, just locally, just like on your page, if you've got, if you do Facebook, and just say, hey, does anybody have any of these old books that they're not using? They just got stored away, they want to get rid of. I'm looking to get some, and I'll put it on there. So I just say cheap or free. I'll pick them up. I don't care if they're dirty, I'll clean them up. You'll be surprised at how many people will reach out and say, oh yeah, I'd rather somebody have them and do something with them than nothing. I also have learned that I don't really say what I'm going to use them for, just because a lot of people, they get real upset when you're chopping up the books. Even though the books are in a box, in a basement, on a shelf, tucked away someplace, never to be seen again until who knows what generation comes in to do the estate sale, right? And clean out and goes to the dump. That's a different story. But I think you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I have learned, don't tell everybody what you're doing unless they're really into it or they've seen some of your work, because some people really have a hard time with cutting books up. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. There's such an abundance of books everywhere. I don't think there's any big deal. Anyhow, so I got them out. I went through them. I've got lots of images. I do fussy cutting. I haven't done it in a long time. If I knew where my fussy cuts were, I would get those out. Sometimes I just cut around a little, leave a little bit of a white edge, because these are kind of hard to fussy cut, some of them. But there's lots of beautiful images, and they're just, that's a lot right there, and that's just a couple of pages out of one of those books. So I also took the black and whites, or cream and black, or whatever, and I just folded them in half. Now these were intended to go in a journal someday. I don't know what I was doing. I was just in, tear apart mode. So anyhow, I grabbed them out. I thought, I want to make some little like pockets that can be either floating pockets, or it could be glued down. It could be a tuck with a pocket. I just really wanted to do something with these. So I thought, why not grab some stuff out? And if I want to add color, I think what I'm going to do is play with washi tape. I've got a little bit of scrap paper on the sidelines here, but nothing too crazy. I thought I'd really focus on these images. So let's get to cutting, and then I think the hardest part here is deciding what side you want. It is shiny paper, but you can also take it if you have a printer or access to one. You can also just scan it through onto whatever kind of paper you want. So like if I wanted this to be on coffee dye paper, I could do that. Although I would say with my coffee dye paper, I don't want to waste all this stuff. And if I'm not going to use it, what I have done is I get all my images that I like, or all my sayings that I like from calendars, anything that I have, and I will cut them down how I want them. I'll place them on the scanner, and then I'll do a practice print on paper that's not my coffee dye paper, or I'll do a coffee dye that I have already kind of wrecked a little bit by tearing it when I was working on it, something like that. Anyhow, and then I will see how I like it. Make sure it's what I want. And I think I'm going to keep that little bit of a black line in that little white space there, just as a, for now, just as a, a border, a frame, a matting, there. That was the word I was looking for. So this is, I forgot to look at the time. I better pop up real quick and see. So we are in it, for 5 minutes? Let me look at the clock. I got to figure this out really quick. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If I don't want to go over 30 minutes, it would be there. Okay. I mean, it's going to be a little over 30 minutes. This is nothing planned. This isn't even what I was going to do. I was doing something else, and I tossed it when I went to go find an image, and I thought, oh my gosh, why don't I just use this? I already have all this stuff cut. Like those book pages I just showed you that are folded in half. Those have been in my stash for a very long time. Now, don't gasp, but this is all going to go in the garbage. This one, like, I really want to save it, but mainly it's just going to be for like backing or for an overlay, if that makes sense. So, for instance, I might just take this and just put it on like that, just to give some stability there. And I'm just winging it. I'm just like, this is, for me, this is layering. So I'm going to go ahead and get that down. I need a little thing here for gluing. These pieces here, I'm going to just go ahead and let them go. They're just right on the top of the trash can. If I feel like I need it, I can grab them out. That trash can is just for my workstation here, so I don't throw any kind of food or anything in there. Do occasionally throw a needle in there, or like a stick pin or something, so I do need to be careful of that, I suppose. And get some glue, and then I'm just going to glue this down. So the idea was just take what I have, take what that's already in my stash, but also I did have another book out that I was going to play with, but then I thought I also wanted to grab stuff that was easier than not accessible to get, and for pennies on the dollar for other people, because I don't know who's on here, everybody, and what you're looking for. And I do know that when I first started out, I watched a ton of videos, and I don't always know like how to, like when someone's using certain tools or certain books, like then I just like, I just want that book, I just want that tool, and that's how my mind works. And so then I would go on Amazon or wherever, and I would look, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like, if I get all these things, and it's so expensive. I mean, I can get a thing here and a thing there, but I wanted to start, and I didn't want to wait until, I broke the bank to get all the supplies that I really don't need, just want. There's the need, and then there's the want. So what's the need? The need is, I need some paper. The need is paper, glue, some sort of cutting device. So whether it's a ruler or a cutter or a blade, like, did I say scissors? Like scissors are, I feel like that's kind of a need. That's kind of big there, but I like that there. And then, do I want that one? So I was just thinking, I would just take these really pretty images, and then just just put them in here like that. Like, that's cute. I like that, but maybe I'll cut that down some more. And I'm using my ruler to do, I think, the majority of my cutting. I didn't measure those book pages. I guess I could. It's just any kind of book. You just fold the page to the depth that you want, and then you figure out your pocket in the height that you want that's going to work for you. And they don't even have to all be the same. You can make 10 of these, and they can be 10 different sizes. But for the sake of it, I will measure how I fold. So I'll measure this page. This book page is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches long. And of course, that's always going to be longer than my books. And I just folded it up to where I liked. I wanted this little butterfly there. I knew I was going to put something on top. I was going to cover it up a little bit, and that's fine with me. I have more room for other things. I'm probably going to put something down here just to kind of give it a little bit of a grounding station, if so to speak. So when I folded it up, my pocket is actually 1, 2, 3, almost 4. So that's pretty average. I think it's just from doing it. You kind of figure it out, what looks good and what you think you might like in your books. I know for me, sometimes my pockets have been a little deeper than I wanted, and I thought, I don't want my journal cards, like I don't want to tuck this size of a journal card into a pocket, even if it's, I don't like to, unless there's something else in there or a tab, because I feel like once it goes down in there, I may never see it again, forget it's there, or I just can't get it out of there. Does that So I don't want to do that. Don't do that. And then I also grabbed some different inks because I wanted to put some tape. I thought, oh, wouldn't it be fun to have like aged tape? My tape's not aged. Let's see. So maybe I'll do this. I'm using this ink because it's what I have available to me to use. I didn't always have these Distress Oxides. I just used regular color ink. Any kind of watercolor ink, if you don't like the shade of it, just add a little water to it. Add another little color with water, mix them together. Just have fun. That's what I did. Let's see, what am I looking for? A sponge. So let's get my little sponges out. And then I seen somebody, she took and she made little labels for these, but I feel like I wear them out fast enough. Whoops, that was loud. Don't have to be so loud. And then I'm just gonna put some of this color on here. I like pink and yellow. We'll see how this comes out. Will this be a keeper? We do not know. But the concept of what we're doing is definitely a keeper. So if I'm not gonna use this in a journal, I may just keep it in my stash as a reminder of what to make and also what I don't like. I'm just kidding. So now I want to take some tape, and I struggle trying to get this tape off here, but oh, I did not struggle that time, so that's good. So I want it to look aged, so what I'm going to do is take a little bit of, I was going to take water, but I think I have a damp YB here. Let me see if that'll work. And I'm just going to smear that around a little bit, the ink. So I want to say that any kind of water-based ink is going to smear a little bit for you. And then I'm going to take my tape and just put it on there like that. I'm going to do it nice and crooked because that's how it went down. And there we go. And it's just going to give me some texture, right? That's all I want. I just want some texture. Something different to lay behind this page here. So let's see. Let's just keep on fiddling around here with stuff. Let's see what we can come up with. Yeah, I think I definitely want that to be darker, maybe. Attention. Put that there. Do I want that out like that? Yeah, why not? Okay, I don't need this one. I would like the lid though, wherever you went. There you are. Okay, see, we'll stick that over there. This can go over here, that can go back over there. Okay, I did have a piece in there. I don't know what I did with it now, but that's funny. Maybe I threw it away on accident. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I want that to go in there. Maybe I'll just go ahead and tear down the sides. See how that looks. And then maybe take the trash and throw it where the trash goes. That might be nice. I feel like, should I have done that to the top one too? Maybe. I already tore it with that ruler, but let me see if I can do this without tearing the blossom. Yeah, right on. Okay, there we have it. That part's going to be inside. Yeah, I like that. And maybe I'll push this one off to the side that way just to give it some, I don't know what it's called, if it's called anything at all, but put a little bit of that on there. I feel like that tape at the bottom, well, I don't need it at the bottom, I guess, is that grounding is not really popping out too much. So I need to put a little something else there. I just feel like this needs a little something. Let's see what we like. What do we like? We've got lots of pink going on. We've got this color going on. We have a little bit of green up here, so maybe we should pull that green down here. What do you think? Do we need a big one, a little one, more than one? This is pretty green. It's like I have so much variety in the things that I'm out here, but I don't really see everything that I want. Yeah, that's kind of, we'll try that one. Let's just see. There's a little bit of green there. Yeah, that kind of works for me. Okay, maybe I need another piece of it though. And I know that these words are upside down, so if that bothers you, you would just cover it up with something else. For whatever reason, it does kind of bother me, so I'm going to do something with it. I just don't know exactly what yet. I think I'm going to put a little bit up here and see if we like that. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. It does not bother me, but I think I need a third. Let's do a 1, 2, 3, which is unusual. Which is unusual. I like that, but it's not going to be there. Okay, is usual. You put the tape up right on top of there. I like that. Nope, I don't like where it landed though. I feel like I want it to connect. Do I want it on top of that or underneath? Don't like it on top. When I first started this video, I was like only like a few minutes into it. I had to redo it. My husband came down the stairs and like just waited over on the sidelines like to talk to me. I don't know why he thinks I know how to edit. There's no pause. It's a phone. Is there a pause? I don't think there's a pause. It's my camera on my iPhone. So, and I just kind of looked over and he's just standing there staring at me like he's going to wait until I'm done. And I thought, oh my gosh, he doesn't know I just started. He's going to be standing there for a minute. He's going to be standing there for a whole bunch of minutes. So I just stopped the video. And he was just coming to tell me that he's going to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to do a metal run into Wenatchee, which is a few hours away from us, and then head over to Bellingham, Washington, which is, what is that, like 5.5, 6 hours away from us, to go pick up some parts that he bought on, I think, Marketplace or an auction site or something for his bobcat, for kitty cat, for kitty. That's what I call kitty. So I don't mind that they're like both, all three going boom, boom, boom. But what I think is interesting is, without realizing it, these ones go the same direction as those ones, and those ones go that way. And I really feel like that helps my eye. And also I like how they're playing with those little leaves too. So that's cute. I'm really liking this. Now, what to put behind there? I don't really want another flower. I feel like I'm pretty floraled out. One of the things I can do is I can take some of that book page that I threw away. This, maybe not that one, but I could always do something like that for the writing. Oh, maybe I will just do that one. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and just glue it down. Anyhow, I was like all excited. I thought he was telling me. I was like, oh, did you want to, are you telling me this because you want to drop me off in Wenatchee? You know, because there's like a little mall there. There's a Hobby Lobby there. Hobby Lobby's expensive sometimes, but if there's stuff on sale, that'd be great. There's clothing stores. Although I wouldn't have a car, I'd have to, you know, take a ride, one of those ride things, taxis or Ubers or whatever they're called nowadays. I don't even know. We don't have anything like that in our town. Well, I lie. Oh, look at that page. That side's pretty too. Anyhow, he was like, well, you'd be in Wenatchee for a really long time. Because Bellingham's what, like another, if Wenatchee's 2.5 hours and Bellingham's 6 hours, and then he has to get the parts. That's a long time. I guess that is a really long time. I probably don't want to be out there that long. Oh, I didn't think that through. I don't want that bulk. So I think what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to tear it. I'm going to see how that'll work. So I guess I wasn't invited to the trip either. Because he just wants to get there and get back, I guess. So it's going to be a long day for him. Okay, now see what happened? I turned it around, but that side's not cut. That side is. I think I like my first one, and I think I made it for that, so I should just stick with that. Yeah, because of the green. Hello, girl. Stay focused. And I also think I'm going to take that yellow, and I'm going to go up the side. But I'm going to go on here too, just in case it pops through. There we go. Maybe do some more of that tape on here. Let's see. Let's get it damp and then, okay. Yeah, I think I'm liking this. What do you think? It's so cute, huh? It's so easy. I mean, oops, I guess you could just stay there. And let's see, when I glue that down in there, I like that, but I want to put some of that tape, some more of that tape, that shiny tape. See, it's hard. I think it's just because I don't have full access to my fingers anymore. Okay, there we go. And then maybe some more up here. Oh, jeez. Where's this from? It's Scotch tape, but it's that. I don't think it's that. I think it's me. I think it's my crazy hands. I'm gonna go over the washi and a little bit. Oh, I thought I went over the edge. Wow, I couldn't get it that straight if I tried, but I really wanted it over the edge. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And then if I want to sew around this, I surely can. If you don't want to sew, you don't have to, or if you can't sew or don't have a sewing machine, no worries, because it's gonna look pretty freaking cute even without all that, I think. Get my little blossoms, maybe touch that. There we go. I want it to be on that tape a little bit, that washi tape. So, there we go. And I like that, and I think I'm gonna put that there. I feel like I want some of that tape right there, maybe. Oh, I don't like that squishy. I'm gonna stamp. It's the type of paper. Oh, geez, I can't do that again. I just can't. Okay. Now some more tape. Oh, Lordy, help me. Gosh dang it. I might need a little help with some glue on this. Oh, I don't know. Is that going to wreck it? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out. We'll see what it looks like. Like I said, this is my first one, so I'm either going to love it or I'm enough to use it, or I'm going to be happy enough with it to be in my stash. So the only options it gets. So... that's really how I find out how I like stuff. So I'm kind of liking the glue underneath there so far. Let's see. I just want to push that down. This one too. This one too. I don't think there's really much of a difference, but so it doesn't bother me. That's good. I have that. And glue that down. Gosh, I'm doing, it's like I want to put like some fabric underneath this, but I'm trying to not. I'm trying to just be like, can we just do paper? Once in a while, we can. I think I can. Paper and tape. Oh, goodness. Well, that's fine. It's not bothering me. And if it bothers me, I can just cover it up with something. Okay, I'm trying to get that over to I want a little bit of that to look, or to see through, but I want this to be up more. Come on. Scoochy scooch. Scoochy scooch. Up to that. Thank you. Okay, good enough, I guess, because that's where it's sticking. It finally said no more. There we go. All right. I like it. Get that off my hand. What do I have over here? I was trying to think. These new washes, some of the new ones I got, some of them have words on it, and I thought maybe I will use that because I would like to pick up that gray. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy the little things. Let's see. Enjoy. Enjoy the little things. So there's I feel like it blends right into that, so maybe I needed something underneath it, like a whiter washi tape with some color behind it. Does it have to be solid, or can it be... I hope it doesn't have to be solid. I don't think I have any white solids. What color? What color? Like, I got so many colors, but there's none I want to use. And that's gonna, will that get hidden in there? And I know I can do like a double layer, but I don't want that line. Is what I'm kind of trying to stay away from, is the line. Ooh, what about that? Speaking of lines. Okay, I think that might work. Let's do this first. Let's just put that down there like that. And then we'll take this and glue it down to that one first. I don't even know if this is like slippery. I think I tried gluing this to that before and it didn't work that great. So let's do a different glue that I know is supposed to, well, it says it's supposed to stick to everything. So this is my Crafter's Pick, the ultimate. And when I reordered it, it was like, I want to say like $8.99 for 8 ounces on Amazon is where I got it. I guess Hobby Lobby used to sell it, and so the first one I had was a clearance bottle at like $5.99. Had I known then what I know now, I would have bought more. Is that even going to show up? I think it's going to give me enough of a border anyways, so that's fine. So I'm trying to stick it right in between those two thick black lines for the white border, the white and the black border. Now I have this mess on my fingers, and I didn't want the glue on top of the sticker, so get that wiped down. Okay, let's put this bad boy away. It's a thick glue though, so I have it setting in a thing that's like tipped down that way to keep the glue closest to the tippy top. Now, I like this enough, so if I don't like it on here, I can just put this away for something else. Enjoy the little things. Maybe I just need it like up here. I like it. Do you like it? Yeah, I think it's a go. I don't hate it. And I think it does add a little something to bring that color into it, and not just the text. Now this side, I'm going to go ahead and... I'm just going to pull that through. Glue stick down. There we go. I don't have to always have that on my fingers, do I? There we go. So, I really like that. I think it's a really nice little pocket. So, if I'm going to sew this... honestly, what I would do is I would not sew it shut because I feel like it pulls and tugs a little bit too much, and I'm not the best sewer. I think what I would do is I would sew these edges by themselves, run through my sewing machine. Even if I did the bottom, I would still do the same thing. I'd do it opened up, and then I would do the same thing for this piece. I would just sew it open like this and sew these together and not worry about that part of it. Doesn't bother me. If it does, I could just like glue the inside right here, which I'll show you what I'm talking about. I would just, because I don't want to put the glue on my sewing machine. So I would just go in the middle, just to give it a little push, you know, a little extra. This is, I already glued this piece together with that tape, but if it bothered me, I could always go in there and, you know, get some glue, which I don't know. I can't get this big old fatty in there. I'm doing. Okay. And then after my sewing was done, then I would just glue this down here like this. But I honestly don't think this needs to be sewed. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm not going to sew it. I'm going to just glue this down. I'm going to use my art glitter glue because I have some and I like using it. Oh, and I don't know if anybody's on here and they heard me talk about the art glitter glue from the art glitter glue website. There is shipping on it. So I think it almost does work out to close to the same. I think it's still cheaper to buy it by the gallon. And I would say this. Whoops, I guess I'm not going to sew that. I'm going to glue that shut too. I'll say this. If I was just buying it and I was doing my own stuff for me, my friends, maybe my family, and I wasn't like mass producing anything, I mean going through glue like crazy, I would just pay the whatever it is off of Amazon or your local thrift store if it's comparable, whoever you're wanting to, however you are able to afford it and how you want to support at the same time, because you know, sometimes we want to support Walmart, no, I'm just kidding. Sometimes we want to support our local shops, but sometimes it's not in our budget to get everything that we want there. So anyhow, sidetracked. If I was just doing it that way, that's how I would shop for it. If I was doing mass production, like I'm doing right now with the 10 journal giveaway, and then all those journals in between for the family people that have just all of a sudden needed journals. I've been doing these for I don't know how many years, but they just all of a sudden needed all these journals. I'm just kidding. I'm happy. They're the ones that are pushing me too. I'm mass producing, so if I can save a little bit of money on my glue, I'm going to, because in the long run, when I'm buying, you know, when I end up buying 2 or 3 of those gallons, those pennies do add up. You know what? I mean, it could be another thing of washi tape. No. So let me see. I want to make sure those are glued shut because I'm not sewing. Then I decided not to do the thumb notch, as you could tell. I'm just going to go right up my sides here. And there we go. So I hope that you got some value out of this video. And I know I only made one, but I'm almost at that 30-minute mark, and I'm really trying to keep the videos in a nice time frame for the most part, so that you have time to watch it if you want to, and well, see the whole thing. I don't know. Anyhow. I just feel like it's not just that, it's like for me too. I mean, there's lots of people, there's lots of different videos I want to watch. So the longer that they all are, then it's hard to get to all of the ones I want to watch and still be able to, you know, clean the house, take a shower, stuff like that. You know, all the secondary stuff. Crafting and YouTube videos, I mean, they do have to come first, don't you think? So I'm just kidding. I do shower on a regular basis. But I will say there's been a couple of times where I was like, I got up really early and I came downstairs to my craft room and I thought, oh, I got up and had some coffee. Normally when I get up, it's at a reasonable hour. So I get up, take my shower first, and then I go downstairs for my day. But when I get up at, you know, 4 o'clock and earlier, I don't, because I don't want to disturb my husband. I just go downstairs, have my coffee, and then I'm wide awake and I think, oh, I'll just go down to the craft room for a little while. And I have done that and looked up at the clock. It's like my stomach was grumbling. And I had been down there for 4 hours, or down here. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's a long time. So I still went upstairs and did all my stuff, but man, I was exhausted. Okay, tell me what you think. Actually, what we could do, we don't have to stop right now. We can just keep going. You can even take these right here. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't care. I love flowers. We can make a little journal card that goes inside. We can do a black and white one. Oh, isn't that cute? Let's just do that really quick. I'm so sorry. I thought I was going to let you go, but I lied. I'm going to go ahead and just tear this page off really quick here, like this. Not like that, like this, so it actually tears. And I guess I could have just folded that together to give it some stability. That would have been smarter. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's make a tag. And I actually have just tore off this book page, so I could do that instead. That's fine. Just, I don't know what kind of words are on this though, so I'm going to put that, I'm going to make this a tag. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just do this. Boy, see how fast I just lose control? I don't know what I'm doing. I just thought this would be cute on here, on a tag. So, and we can put that tag inside there. But it's not a tag yet. Let's get some gluing done here real quick. Let's give this thing some strength. Some strength on that. And then I think I'm not going to use that book page because I just realized I don't know what the words are on that, and I don't want to do that. And I should have just folded this over to give it that stability that I'm craving here. So I'm going to do this. Again, still just winging it. I have really no idea what I'm doing, except making more little scrap babies. Jeez Louise. Okay. That's what my name should be. It should be Louise, because I always say that. I'm always doing a G's. Okay, there we go. Just call me Louise. Hi, everybody. That's my new name. I did that to my husband once. I mean, like, just kidding with him. I told him that, as a matter of factly, you know, like, you know, I was thinking, I tell him, I'm really getting tired of, I'm not really meshing with my name, with the name that I have. I'm not really meshing with it. He's like, what are you talking about? I go, I just think it's time for a change. And he's like, he thought I was talking about my last name, I guess. And I go, he was like, what are you talking about? And I go, well, I'm not feeling it for Sandra anymore. And he goes, so you want to be called Sandy? And I was like, no, I'm not really a nickname kind of person. I mean, I don't mind them for other people. I'm not a nickname person. So I think what I'm going to do is just change my first name. He goes, what? He goes, to what? Like your middle name? And I go, nope. Like a whole new name. I think I'm just going to make up a new name. I think I was like, you know, like I think I want to go by Esmeralda now. So I'm going to go and get my name legally changed, and I want you to start calling me that to get me used to it. He just looked at me sideways. He goes, yeah, I'm not doing that. So, sorry, I know that's kind of corny, but I like corny. There you go. Oh, I'm really liking that, all that play on that. I mean, like, look at all this. Look at this. Is so cute. This is just out of a book, a book that was probably 10 cents. So, some washi tape. I mean, I know that was more than 10 cents, but I used, what, 3 different types to get it, but, well, and then regular Scotch tape. But I mean, if I only had masking tape and I had markers, I could draw on it. I could do whatever I wanted. Some ink. But look how cute. Not finished though, because this isn't I would like it to be a journal card as well. So I think I have coffee dye paper. I can use that unless I'm staying true to, let's use what people have on hand. Does everybody have coffee dye paper? I don't think so. I don't think everybody does. I know I didn't when I first started, but I do have index card. So an index card is a lightweight cardstock or any kind of paper like that. I feel like the majority of people have that. So I'm going to use my cutter for this, and I'm going to take a sliver of it off. So, I'm sorry if I'm not in camera, but I'm I'm gonna just get a sliver of that off. And I'm gonna put that right on the back, and I still have that background. That's fine with me. I'm liking this. Okay, I don't need to do that side. I just want this side. I also want this to stand out, so let's do that. So normally I like to always round my edges, but this is pretty flimsy. So that's kind of also, I needed that to go down further, didn't I? To make that, to give that some stability. Because that's gonna just like rip up in there, isn't it? You think? We don't know. I'm gonna just try it because I honestly don't know. I don't ever do it. Okay, 100% of what I don't do or what I don't ask for, right? 100% of it. So let's try something different here. Whoops. Whoopsie. Okay, there we go. I do like to give it a good smush down for, I still have my gesso on there. Okay. Give it some out here too. I mean, I could have done that too to make that stand out, but is it too late? Nah, it's never too late. If I have an accident, then I just go with the flow of it. Wow, I wasn't even expecting this. Okay, I know we went over the time that I wanted to do, but look it, we have a journal card. And if I was gonna sew around this, then I would probably just go like right around these little edges here on both sides, ziggy zag, you know? And then I have my journal card. I like that. Yeah. And there's the back. I can staple it. No, I can glue it down. I can make it a tuck or a pocket. I would probably make it a tuck, or I can even do something on there and make it a flip out, because look at that. There's journal space there. I didn't even realize I did that. So there you go. Tell me what you think. This was fun. I like it. I hope you did too. And I will see you on the next video, my friends. Have a great day. Bye.